My name is John Ross with Finance on a Budget. In this video, you'll learn how to handle your windfall money from a stimulus check in efficient ways rather than just blowing it all on electronic gadgets and scratch-off tickets. This quick, rapid-fire follow-up should get everything squared away. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and ring that bell notification. Pay off debts first. When you get your hands on a windfall money, you really need to be able to prioritize. As I already mentioned before, you will have to pay off your old debts first. Tackle the bad debts that are on your high-interest credit cards and loans first. Get rid of all that consumer debt you might have. If your mortgage broker happens to approve it, you can even use your windfall money as a down payment for a new house. But more than likely, he will want you to pay your old debts first. This is because he's looking for a lower DTI, or debt-to-income ratio. This is where paying off those high-interest payments, like your car and personal loans, comes into play. Take care of your emergency fund second. Set aside some of that windfall earning in order to set up an emergency fund. You should be targeting to set aside that first $1,000, but ideally it would cover 3 to 6 months of priority expenses if you can. However, if you haven't even set up your own emergency fund of $500, this is the best time to do it. You're still watching this video, so don't screw around. If the government gives you $1,200 or more, put $500 immediately into savings. The next time you have a flat tire, you can thank me. For me, I properly started an emergency savings fund 10 months ago. I dipped into it for my cat's vet visit 4 months ago, approximately $300, and then my car's brakes 1 month ago, about $1,000. It nearly drained all of my emergency savings. I cannot stress how important it is to have that emergency fund. Once you get that straightened out, no less than $200 per month for an emergency fund. I'm not kidding. Try investing third. I just want to make these 3 things clear here. People always say that you should put your money into retirement before investing. Yes, I guess. They're probably right. But I found that putting money into an IRA safe stocks is just too slow for growth. I chose to put a little into the stock market, figured out how it works, then I put in quite a bit. I listened to someone who said I was doing it wrong and that I needed to hold on to it first. Yeah, well, I lost $2,000 the following week. Don't listen to everybody else. Do what's right for you. Investing is gambling any way that you cut it. But learn the rules, slowly build experience, and diversity. We all need to make more money now, first before we retire. If you learn how to buy and sell stocks, then even an uneducated person can be rich. Even if you don't invest in stocks, you can still do an Amazon store, or more importantly, simply invest in your own education. I recommend retirement accounts, IRAs, and 401ks fourth. When all of your mid-sized debts are gone, honestly think about your own retirement. How's that 401k or IRA coming along? You can use the windfall money to fund them to the maximum annual amount allowed by the IRS. You can even make some catch-up payments if you weren't able to maximize your contribution limits previously. Remember, we are all living longer and Social Security isn't worth anything. I've seen several family members reach an older age and lose all of their savings. I'm really just against the way that the government steps in and takes everything that the elderly have been saving their entire lives. I'll have a future video on how to avoid having your own family members lose everything to the government. It's a topic I'm personally vested in. Take control of your financial responsibilities. Think about any responsibility you may have for your family or for other people. Are you the legitimate guardian of your siblings or parents? Do you need to plan for other people's futures on top of your own? What about your insurance plans for yourself or for other people? Is it a good idea to start thinking about a personal excess liability policy? Consult with people you trust and people that will also be impacted by the extra money, namely your spouse, your parents, or even your grandparents. That said, it's obvious that you should not gamble your windfall money away. Remember, the house always wins, no matter how good you are at blackjack. I hope I was able to shed some light into how to make the most of your next windfall money so that you don't end up wondering where all of your stimulus check went. Just be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Thanks for watching.